Today I am in Quebec Run wild area, parked at the North Gate parking lot. I'll be doing one of my favorite rides here in the park. I'll be starting with the Hess Trail, connecting to Rankin, bring the Fire Road back up to the north lot. Then I'll take the Miller Trail back down and the Fire Road back up once again. Okay, we'll start out with the Hess Trail first. I prefer to start with Hess Trail. It gives you about a half a mile of little technical climb to get you warmed up for your ride. And then it has a really fun downhill that connects into Rankin.
This ride is a great introduction to riding and mountain biking at Quebec Run. It's got a total distance of just under 7 miles and a little over 1,200 feet of elevation gain. Start to finish from the north lot, you can run this in about an hour to an hour and a half. It helps eliminate some of the challenging single track climbs by utilizing Quebec Road as a transfer. So you can get the Hess downhill, bring Quebec Road back to the north lot, take the Miller Trail downhill, then bring the trail back to the north lot, giving you 2 loops and around 7 total miles. The purpose of this video is to show you how to connect all of the trails together to make up the total ride.
Fun little drop here. Woo. Got a little sand. Hard to the end. Here we go. And we're at the Rankin Trail. Woo! Okay. Just made it to the bottom of the Hess Trail where it meets up with Rankin. So this is called Lower Rankin. We're just going to go ahead and make a left here and make our way back to Quebec Road. This section runs along the stream here. It's a little bit rockier, not quite as steep. Right, here's where the fun begins, right here. Gonna send it off this little rock. Okay, nice smooth rocks here. Skip across. Now you're gonna, okay. Make this right. Here we are, back to Quebec Road. I'm here on Quebec Road where Rankin Trail meets the road. And a lot of people find riding trails here in Quebec Run challenging because the trails are basically straight up, straight down. They don't kind of meander and flow across the ridgeline. So to make life a little easier, I make good use of the Quebec Road double track. It makes it a lot easier to climb back to the top and really enjoy the single track downhills. So I just completed a run from the north lot, taking the Hess Trail to Lower Rankin. Now I'm here at the bottom of Quebec Road. I'm gonna hang a right and head back toward the north lot. And this is just a little over a mile climb back to the parking lot where we can meet back up with the Hess and Miller trailheads. Find yourself a nice, easy gear to spin. Some folks hate these long, slow climbs, but for me, I find it to be a little more enjoyable than the very challenging and steep and technical climbs you'll find on the single track here. Give yourself a roughly 20 minutes. So if you're doing this for the first time and you think it's never gonna end, it is gonna be about a 20-minute climb. If you take your time or need some breaks, you Might extend that out a little longer. All right, so you go around that hill after the little climb. And it looks like we're kind of getting to the top of this ridge here. And that is a false peak. We are not there yet, guys. Don't get too excited mentally if you haven't run this before. You're not quite halfway there when you can see the top of the trees in the sunlight. And we are headed back toward the north lot. This is approximately the halfway point. You can see, as we kind of get to the top here, all the mountain laurel to my left. Riding this in the springtime, all of these are in bloom. It's absolutely stunning. All right, so there we are with the north lot directly in front of us. That completes our Quebec Road climb from Lower Rankin back to the north lot. Remember, we started our trip here at the north lot. Today, we started with Hess Trail. You can also start with Miller Trail, and both at the bottom of Quebec Road, and bring that back to the north lot. Okay, so from the north lot, we're gonna take Miller Trail down to Lower Rankin. Let's do this. I think it's Lower Rankin. Maybe it's Mill Run Trail. We'll find out when we get there. All right. All right, coming up. Here, trees are tight. Flat rocks, another left, and then a right. You could choose to take the chute or take a little wider to the right there. I like to stay on the lower side of this and keep it on the high side. Lost front. There we go. Stay high. Woo. There we go. Tune in for a later video and I'll show you a shortcut if you want to miss this bottom section down here and get back to your vehicle quicker or make a shorter trip. But for today, we're going to run the regular trail. All right. And here we are, we're at the end. Send it down. Woo! Miller Trail. Hope you all enjoyed. All right, I hope you rode with me down Miller Trail. We just completed Miller Trail from the north lot, here where it meets up with Mill Run Trail. So in this video, I'm gonna take Mill Run Trail out to Lower Rankin into Quebec Road. Join me for part 2 of this video, and I'll show you how to extend your ride a little bit further by taking Mill Run out to the lower lot and adding the grist mill loop to your ride. Okay, at this intersection, you want to stay right. That trail is part of the extra loop that we'll ride together in part 2 of this video. For today, you want to stay right to continue your way toward Quebec Road. Enjoy the walk across in the streams. I think they're absolutely beautiful. You can ride them if you want. You can see that there's 2 options here. Somebody created a path by riding off the bridge and doing a wider loop. But they also are extremely slippery. Now the bridge, I've washed that front end out, turned onto that bridge many times. Just be aware. Little bumpy section on the way out toward the road here. Had a little fun. Let's go. quick little pedal out here to the road. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, here we are, back to Quebec Road. Just finished Rankin Trail, meeting back up with Quebec Road. If you followed the whole ride, earlier we took Hess to Rankin and came out across the trail here. We climbed up the road, took Miller Trail, down the Mill Run Trail, connected back up with Rankin, and now we're back to the bottom of Quebec Road. Thanks for riding, guys.